Harper Design and HarperAudio present Notes from the Bathroom Line, humor, art, and low-grade panic from 150 of the funniest women in comedy. Edited by Amy Solomon. Read by Amy Solomon, Joe Firestone, Mitra Jouhari, Whitmer Thomas, Lauren Lapkus, Sasheer Zamata, Alise Morales, Sunita Mani, Hallie Cantor, Aparna Nancherla, Emily V. Gordon, Blythe Roberson, Shana Gohd, Mary Sohn, Aya Cash, Fran Hoepfner, Sydnee Washington, Sarah Thyre, Sarah Pappalardo, Rachel Sennett, Cecily Strong, Alana Wolpert, Nicole Silverberg, Rodhi Gupta, Kim Caramelli, Shantira Jackson, Sarah Naftalis, Iowa Debery, Alexandra Petri, Jessica Knappett, Sarah Goldberg, Riga Heelan, Sarah Walker, Nicole Sun, Joanna Kalo, Karen Chi, Anna Saragina, Jesse Hodges, Ali Hodges, Atsuko Okatsuka, Ricky Lindholm, Lennon Parham, Greta Titelman, Rebecca Shaw, Halcyon Person, Dylan Galula, Emily Altman, Beanie Feldstein, Megan Stalter, Megan Gailey, Kathy Liu, Jen Spira, Alex Song-Xia, Carolina Barlow, Julie Dirk, Nicolette Doskalakis, Joellen Redlingshafer, Devin Leary, Amy Silverberg, Rachel Axler, Mary H.K. Choi, Deanna Reasonover, Katie Rich, and Bridie Elliott. A note before we begin. There are many amazing pieces in the book that are too visual to be read aloud for the audiobook, so make sure to download the accompanying PDF from your audiobook provider, or go directly to www.harpercollins.com/audio/notes from the bathroom line. For Gilda and Grandma Carol, my original funny ladies. Introduction. I grew up obsessed with Gilda Radner. As in, worship at a homemade shrine next to my bunk bed, believe I'm her reincarnated level obsessed. My high school peers were hanging out and making out while I was hogging my family's shared desktop computer, trolling eBay for anything Gilda-related I could get my hands on. My first experiences with sex, drugs, and rock and roll were all staggeringly delayed due to this behavior. Eventually, I came across a book from 1976 called Titters, the first collection of humor by women, edited by Deanne Stillman and Ann Beats. It had a piece in it by my beloved Gilda, but also ones by Phyllis Diller, Candace Bergen, Lorraine Newman, and tons more genius women in comedy. Titters was 192 pages of essays and parody and fiction and satire and cartoons and even paper dolls, and it blew my mind. Gilda and Titters were powerful gateway drugs, and I became addicted to funny women. I went to college, and they were everywhere. I moved to LA, and they were everywhere. I got to live my dream of working in comedy, and they were everywhere, though, for the record, we could definitely make room for more. But it kept bugging me. Where was the next collection of humor by women? Selfishly, I wanted another. Women were publishing brilliant things individually, but I wanted them all in one spot. One of the things I loved about Titters was that in bringing all those pieces together, it became a time capsule of sorts. It gives you such a visceral sense of its wild era, and all through humor, which I think is our most honest and illuminating lens. I felt like it was time to do that for this wild era of our own. Read, bonkers, insane, terrifying. And so I set out to commission pieces from my favorite women in comedy today. And now, approximately 500,000 emails later, you're gonna listen to them. Notes from the Bathroom Line is a book of new, never-before-published writing and art by so many of my favorite women in comedy today. I hope it confirms that the women you already loved are indeed brilliant, and that it introduces you to women who become your new obsessions. This book is by women, but by no means just for women. It's about anything and everything, and there are more than 100 pieces that range from essays to fiction to cartoons to sheet music to much more. I encouraged the contributors to write about whatever was on their minds, and I'm hoping it resulted in a hilarious time capsule of our own. If you agree, please shout it from the rooftops. If you disagree, please keep it to yourself. I have sunk way...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?